Welcome, sixth grade football fans. Trent Schofield here with Richard Brock for the sixth grade Super Bowl from Spartan Stadium.
Trent, this ought to be a great game tonight. We have got the Steelers, coached by Carl Albright, against the Broncos, coached by Bill Garner and Michael Brooks. It ought to be a lot of fun.
Let's go to player introductions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2015 sixth grade Super Bowl. We'd like to introduce our teams for tonight. First, our visitors, the Broncos, coached by Bill Garner and Michael Brooks. Number 3, Jones Beavers. Number 8, David Pruitt. Number 10, Luke Gilbert. Number 12, Jack Haynes. Number 20, Peyton Foy. Number 22, Grady Breland. Number 28, Michael Lorino. Number 31, Trey Lemack. Number 33, John McMillan. Number 70, Wyatt Brooks. Number 72, Banks Beasley. Number 74, Henry Cardwell. Number 75, Jack Sansbury. And number 79, Gordy Morris. And now your home team, the Steelers, coached by Carl Albright. Number 2, Brant Hawkins. Number 5, George Kane. Number 7, Jake Thompson. Number 8, Edward Bars. Number 11, Gray Statham. Number 14, Harrison England. Number 23, Stroud Lowe. Number 26, Evan Shiflett. Number 27, Bib Albright. Number 29, Brett Wadlington. Number 34, Braun Browning. Number 75, John Obley. And number 78, Nelson Crawford.
Richard, these look like some formidable teams gathered here tonight at Spartan Stadium.
Yeah, you know, Trent, I think before the season started, the majority of commissioners and coaches and folks who are really paying attention to this kind of thing, most of them would have picked these two teams to end up in the Super Bowl, and of course that's exactly the way it panned out.
And as a matter of fact, the Steelers come in as the regular season champ, 7-1, I believe. The Broncos were a very respectable 4-4 in a tough division. They did play their way through the playoffs in order to be here tonight.
And you know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you have a team that gets hot at the right time.
Absolutely. And it looks like we've got the ceremonial breaking of the banners before we begin the game.
Always a lot of fun for the players to get to do that.
And I would like to credit the team moms for some impressive banners on display tonight.
Of course, the biggest thing at this stage is which kid actually gets to break the banner. You know, I mean, if you're, you know, getting to bust through it first
right.
is always a big thing.
And here, we have a little bit of showmanship on. Here come the Broncos, breaking their banner triumphantly and taking the field. Everybody's excited tonight.
We have a nice crowd. You know, the weather will be interesting to see if the weather's going to be a factor tonight. Trent, and there go the Steelers.
And here come the Steelers. And we have had, you're right, Richard, we've had 40 days and 40 nights, it feels like, of rain.
You know, it's an artificial turf, which I'm sure is going to drain very well. If it was grass, then it could get really, really slippery out there. And even so, with the turf, it still may be a little slipping and sliding. With all the rain that we've had, it'll be interesting to see if that's a factor.
Richard, this is really cool. Both teams, before the game, are gathering to say a prayer and remember and honor the memory of Sid Ortiz.
Yeah, you obviously hate the calls, but you do like to see that. You like to see something like that.
For sure, it's amazing how this community has come together and what an impact that Sid made.
And I believe there's a memorial service tonight following this game right here in Spartan Stadium.
That is correct.
In Sid's honor.
That is correct. So we will also pause in honor of Sid's memory. You know, Richard, there are things way bigger than the game, and that's really cool to see, these kids coming together.
Yeah, you know, it's easy to take a lot of things for granted. And, you know, the situation that the Ortiz family went through, it really makes you grateful. It's just a really, really difficult thing, but you do like to see what we just saw on the field, that's for sure.
Here come our referees, and I believe we'll have the coin toss.
And it looks like the way the coaches did it, that every Steeler is a captain and every Bronco is a captain.
So I wonder who gets to call it. Everything's shaping up for a great game here tonight.
You know, Trent, there are several players who are injured or sick, and unfortunately are not going to be playing tonight. I know with the Broncos, I think Henry Cardwell has missed most of the season, if not the entire season, which is real unfortunate. And for the Steelers, I believe Stroud Lowe, unfortunately, became ill, I think today, which is just a real shame. I hate that for Stroud. And I know Jake Thompson has been sick, and Coach Albright told me he was a game-time decision.
And I see number 7 suited up tonight, so that's a profile in courage right there. Richard, you're exactly right. We feel for both Stroud and Henry not playing tonight. We know that they're both great athletes and valuable contributors to their team.
Yeah, it's a real shame when any kid makes it this far and then he doesn't get to play in the big event. It's just very unfortunate.
And it creates challenges for both coaching staffs.
Yeah, because all three of those players, as you said, they're valuable. I mean they are valuable players to their respective teams. So that's the coaches will certainly have an additional challenge on each side trying to make up for those absences.
So it looks like the referees have decided the coin toss, and we're waiting for the signal.
All right, so it looks like we're getting ready to go here.
So, Richard, my prediction is that the Steelers will start on offense.
Well, I think that's one prediction that you are absolutely going to get right.
Based on the alignments as I see them, Coach Albright's got them in the huddles He's probably, knowing Coach Albright, he's likely calling multiple plays.
You know, Coach Albright really runs a great offensive system, and I think the kids have a lot of fun playing in it, and it's very effective, most importantly.
Oh, absolutely. And he's up against a sixth grade veteran in Coach Garner. So we'll be interested to see how this comes together.
All right, so here we go.
So 1st and 8, 10 minutes on the clock. Let's play football. Jake Thompson under center. Looks like it's a handoff up the middle. Evan Shiflett for gain of 2 yards.
That looks about right.
Yeah.
You know, Shiflett is certainly a player to keep an eye on throughout the game. He's got a lot of speed, has really good cutback ability, and I'm sure the Steelers would love nothing more than for him to bust a couple of long ones, and obviously the Broncos will be doing everything they can to prevent that.
Absolutely. So playing 2nd down, 6 to go. There's another run up the middle.
Pretty good defensive stop there.
Yes, sir. Who was that, Richard? Could you see? I know that McMillan is one of their impact linebackers.
I think that is. I think that's exactly who that was. I believe that was John Miller. It gets a little hard to tell when the kid's getting a pile.
It does. So
you know, actually, Trent, I think that was Michael Larino on that stop.
Okay. And Michael Larino is
Larino's a very good player.
Another impact player. So 3rd down for the Steelers. Shiflett around in. He cuts back. He's driving, and there's a gang tackle.
Yeah.
It looks like, based on the spot, 1st down Steelers.
Pretty good job on defense by the Broncos, but Shiflett and the Steelers did just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Yes, sir. And on this bigger field, when you get to the outside, it's awfully hard to defend. So we've seen 3 running plays. Richard, do you think we'll see a pass tonight?
You know, Coach Albright, he's not afraid to air it out.
No. And looks like here he's got the formation with 2 backs split wide. It's a pitch to Kane, another lateral back.
Oh, the Broncos defended that really well. Grady Breland stayed at home.
Shiflett cuts back.
But Shiflett's still running.
He's turning something out of nothing. Still on his feet. And gang tackled. Looks like that
was Jones Beavers was in on that tackle.
For sure. So, Richard, I think...
And I think Peyton Foy as well. Sorry, not to interrupt you.
Congratulations. I was just going to remark that I believe Evan Shiflett ran 40 yards on that play for a loss of 2.
Yeah, he really did a good job not to get about a 15-yard loss. And, of course, the Broncos did a great job to tackle him for a 2-yard loss.
That's right, and to everybody stay at home. That's one of the names of the game in 6th grade football. So we'll see on this 2nd and long.
Well, the Broncos have 2 really good defensive ends in Luke Gilbert and Grady Breland, both really good, smart players.
Sure. And they did their job there. Got Brant Hawkins in motion. Handoff to Shiflett. No, to Kane, trying the other side.
George Kane, and really good containment that time.
Yes, good hard effort. He picks up what they lost before, bringing up 3rd and 7.
You had McMillan. I think Peyton Foy was in there. Pretty good contained by Grady Breland. That was a nice defensive stand by the Broncos.
For sure. And the Broncos have come to play tonight.
Yeah, no question. You know, George Kane is a really good player. On most teams, he would probably be a feature back, and he is a feature back with the Steelers. Probably doesn't get quite as many carries as Shiflett does, but certainly somebody the Broncos are going to want to keep their eye on.
3rd and 7. So it looks like Shiflett he's going to the air. Oh, what a grab.
Speaking of George Kane, right there. Great.
Those are some really nice hands. Gain of 12 on a halfback pass. Moves the sticks. First and 10, now well on the Broncos side of the field.
Nice pass and an even better catch by George Kane.
And I'd say, Richard, that's a gutsy play call.
Well, and I think we have an answer to your question about whether Coach Albright is going to be throwing it any tonight.
So first and 10, they set up Thompson under center. Kane at fullback. Hawkins in motion. It's a handoff to Shiflett off the right side. Cut back. Keeps his legs moving for, I'd say, a 7-yard gain.
Pretty nice pickup, and I want to compliment the Steelers' offensive line on this drive and on that play in particular. That was a really nice hole that they opened up for Shiflett.
Wyatt Brooks in on that tackle. We know we'll be hearing his name a lot tonight.
Absolutely.
On both sides of the ball. So Steelers come to the line, second and very manageable. Looks like they're in a wishbone.
You don't see that very often.
No. Hawkins at quarterback. Hands off to Kane up the middle. And
picks up the first down.
Picks up the first down. Moves the sticks.
Once again, that offensive line, you know, Braun Browning, Nelson Crawford, Bibb Albright, a really, really solid group. And no matter how good your running backs are, if your offensive line isn't blocking, they're not going to get very far.
And, you know, amazing thing about Bibb Albright, who's the center, he actually calls the snap count.
Really smart player, and that's a real advantage
for the
Steelers.
We got first and 10. Looks like less than 20 yards to pay dirt from the wishbone.
Nice counter play there.
Yes, number 3, is that Beavers?
That was Beavers, and that was
delivering a big lick on Kane. Kane did manage to gain about 5 yards.
Those counter plays can be really effective when you have good blocking, which they certainly do.
And when you have to worry about that outside threat. Tell you another thing, the Steelers have taken 6.5 minutes off the clock in this drive. They're coming to the line in an I formation. Thompson under center. Shiflett, counter.
Yeah, you know, right now, Trent, the Steelers they're just controlling the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
I mean, like you said, they are chewing up the clock. They've held the ball now for over 7 minutes.
Absolutely methodical, moving for another first down.
Just straight down the field. And really, the negative plays on this drive have come when the Steelers have tried to get a little fancy. When they've played it straight, they've really been consistently picking up, 3 to 6 yards a carry.
And this is where, when I know Coach Brooks and the Broncos, he's got them coached up to play tough. Yards will be hard to come by. Thompson under center, first and 10. Another handoff to Shiflett. He cuts back.
Nice tackle. That looks like Brooks. And maybe Beavers in there again.
Call him their name a lot. So now, Richard, it looks like we're second, and they can still, the chains say they can still make a first down, but we're just 3 yards from a touchdown. The clock ticks under 2 minutes in the first quarter.
I would expect Coach Albright will keep it on the ground, but we'll see.
That's right. This looks like he's got Hawkins split out wide, Thompson under center. It's another Thompson rolls. He's throwing. Oh, my goodness,
wow.
What a catch.
Touchdown. As soon as I say they're going to run it, they throw it for 6 points.
And that is George Kane, also known as Julio Jones, on this drive.
Nice throw by Jake Thompson.
Yes.
And another good catch by Kane.
Kane to put a score, put 6 on the board with 1:35 here in the first, setting up for the extra point.
8.5-minute drive by the Steelers.
Very impressive. It appears to me, Richard, that they're going for 1.
And, of course, that's all. Extra points are a huge, huge factor in 6th grade football.
Absolutely. Handoff to Shiflett. Counterplay, cuts back, keeps his leg driving.
No good.
But unsuccessful.
Nice defensive stop.
For sure. So that's a victory for the Broncos there.
I think John McMillan on that stop, and I expect we'll be calling his name a lot.
35 seconds remaining in first quarter. Your score, Broncos 0, Steelers 6.
All right, well, it'll obviously be real important for the Broncos to answer.
Broncos to answer here. Looks like they're all huddled up. We're going to go ahead and apologize to parents for if we miscall a player's name and number. Certainly blame it on 47-year-old eyes.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Broncos come to the line. 1st and 10, 1:20 left in the first quarter. Snap to the quarterback. That's Jones Beavers looking outside. He's got room. Cut back, stop, and a very nice 10-yard gain.
Very nice pickup by Beavers and really good blocking out on the edge.
That's a good way to answer.
You know, fatigue, it's a little too early to be talking about it, but it's something to keep an eye on because we don't, there's not a lot of substitutions.
No, and we're playing around bedtime too, so that's another factor. So Broncos line up in the I formation. It's a straight give up the middle. I'll bet that's John McMillan.
Bet that is. And one thing about John, he's almost always good for 4 or 5 yards.
Well, and I'd give him 6 on that carry, and he was carrying Steelers with him. That should bring us to the end of the first quarter. So, end of the first quarter, we've got Steelers 6, Broncos 0. Broncos, however, are mounting a drive.
My name is Lyle Kane. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, and I work with the Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. It's a really unique situation to be able to take care of Mountain Brook High School, where I played sports. I've known the administration, I know a lot of the coaches, and a lot of the kids that are playing there, their parents were friends of mine growing up. The second part of my fortunate practice situation is that I'm able to cover the University of Alabama sports programs, and I can see myself spending a lot of time down there even if I didn't have to work there.
Christ Health Center, which was founded a few years back by Dr. Robert Riekert, who is still leading the entire effort, is headquartered in the Woodlawn area and is focused on delivering health care and dental care assistance to those who truly need the help. To date, Christ Health Center has treated 4,785 patients and had over 10,000 medical encounters visits for health reasons. Christ Health Dental Center has also treated 1,436 patients with over 3,500 dental encounter visits. Christ Health Center has seen and been able to financially assist over 3,000 uninsured patients in medical and dental. To learn more about Christ Health Center, visit www.christhealthcenter.org or call Dr. Robert Riekert at 205-903-1850.
Welcome back, 6th grade football fans. We're starting the second quarter of the 2015 Mountain Brook Athletics Super Bowl. Broncos break the huddle. 2nd and, let's call it 3, a long 3.
Very manageable. Good spot for the Broncos to be in.
Looks like we're getting a formation clarification come out in the I. Pitch to Beavers off the left end. He cuts back to Daylight. Wow, that's a great run by Jones Beavers.
Really, really great one. Maybe Jones Beavers heard everybody talking about how good Shiflett was at the cutback.
And
he wanted to show that he had a little bit of that in himself.
I think the Broncos are definitely playing with a purpose here. Moving the chains. 20 yards from pay dirt.
Impressive drive so far for the Broncos.
So play comes in from the sideline. The head referee just whistled it live. Tell you, that was a nice pitch by Luke Gilbert.
Yeah, Luke Gilbert is a really valuable player for the Broncos.
So it looks like they're in a bunch formation here. That was kind of a scrum play.
To John McMillan, who picks up almost his standard 4 or 5 yards.
That's right, bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, that was an interesting formation that Coach Garner had there.
Richard, every play for the Broncos to date has been positive.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Coming back out in a tight. It looks like they're taking a snap from the shotgun, straight to Beavers. He cuts to the outside, and looks like another first down.
Nice run and a really good open field tackle by Harrison England. That's not an easy thing to do on a good running back, but England, I mean, good pickup by Beavers, really nice open field tackle by England.
So this brings up 1st and goal for the Broncos, who have certainly answered the Steelers.
Yeah, it's been a really impressive drive so far. As you said, every play's been successful, but now they got to punch it in.
Looks like now another bunch formation, inside close, and would that be John McMillan?
I think that was John McMillan.
John McMillan breaking the plane,
reaching the ball over.
So the Broncos answer in fine form, tying this game at 6-6, 7:45 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, really, really impressive. And now, of course, we have the oh-so-important extra point. This decides a number of games in 6th grade football.
The Broncos have had luck both on the edge and up the middle. Let's see what they call for the extra point. It's like Beavers in the backfield to take a shotgun snap. Oh, taking tacklers with him.
Successful.
For the extra point.
That was kind of a misdirection play. Everyone had everybody moving left, and Beavers took it right for the extra point. So 7-6 Broncos. Well, Coach Garner has to be happy with the way his team answered.
Absolutely.
And I think Coach Brooks, Michael Brooks, is largely in charge of the defense for the Broncos. So it'll be interesting to see what he can come up with to slow down the potent Steeler attack.
If there's some adjustments that can be made. So Coach Albright has the Steelers in the huddle. They're winding the clock. And 1st and 10 from the 30. Thompson under center. 2 in the backfield. Hawkins in motion. Handoff to Shiflett on the right side. He cuts back.
Pretty nice defense by the Broncos.
Yes, did not get beat outside. Looks like they're going to give him 3 yards.
It looks like the Broncos have a player who's coming up a little hobbled. I think that may be Michael Lorino. I think it was Lorino who made that tackle and came up a little gimpy. He's a really versatile player. Lorino can do a lot of things, offensively and defensively.
He's a good athlete. Looks like he's shaking it off. So we have 2nd and 5. And time is out for an injured player.
Yeah, and that is Lorino. He looks like he's moving a little better, but he might need to take a breather. It looks like they're going to put in Jack Sansbury, probably put him on the line. He's a big, strong kid.
Coming in. So we'll have a little bit of a defensive shift in the wishbone for the Steelers, 2nd and 5.
Sansbury next to wide. Brooks.
Another handoff to Shiflett. And Shiflett, hard run, moves the chains.
Brought down by Luke Gilbert.
Yeah, nice tackle by Luke Gilbert, but not before the Steelers picked up another first down.
First down.
And I think maybe Coach Albright enjoyed that methodical, time-consuming drive so much in the first quarter, he might want to try this again. That's kind of what it looks like.
So the Steelers break the huddle, 1st and 10 from the 39. Looks like he's got a bunch formation to the right, one back in the backfield. Hawkins hands off to Kane. Not much there, Richard.
Good defensive stop. Right up the middle. That Bronco defensive line did a really nice job on that. John McMillan at the linebacker position. As I said, we will be calling his name a lot.
So that brings up 2nd and long. Coach Albright sends the play in with Brant Hawkins. Brant's a versatile player. He can play any position on the field.
Absolutely, and Coach Albright told us that. He said he can absolutely put Brant anywhere and know that he's going to do a good job.
Thompson under center. Looks like a reverse counter to Kane. Broncos weren't fooled on that, though.
Nice stop by McMillan, and I also noticed John McMillan extending a hand to pull up George Kane, which you like to see.
Great
sportsmanship. Hit him hard and then give him a hand up.
So now we've got 3rd and long with 4 minutes and 47 seconds left in the second. This is a big play, Richard.
It is a very big play. I would tend to think Coach Albright's going to air this out a little bit, but of course, last time I predicted a run, they threw for a touchdown. So
that's right. That's why they're coaching.
That's why they're coaching, and we're in the booth. That's right.
So the Steelers break the huddle, and looks like they've got a 2-back set. So handoff to Shiflett on the left side.
Counter to the other side.
He cuts back. Boy, I tell you what, Evan Shiflett made something out of nothing there.
That's a nice, tough run.
Moving the chains. And a new set of downs for the Steelers.
Tackled by Jack Haynes, but again, not before a Steeler first down.
So that's got to be a little disheartening for the Broncos, but if I know Coach Brooks, he'll coach him up for this next play.
Yeah, that was a key conversion for the Steelers. But the Broncos still have plenty of room to work with.
Steelers break the huddle, bring it to the line. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Thompson under center. It's a handoff to Kane on the right end.
Broncos played that pretty well. They really strung that out. I think you got Luke Gilbert at defensive end on that side. Gordy Morris, the tackle.
So they hold him to about a 3-yard gain there.
And Jack Haynes, I think, was a man who actually brought him down. So that was nice defense by the Broncos.
Brings up 2nd down. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. I tell you, Richard, this game's flying.
Yeah, it really is.
They've got Hawkins split out wide. Thompson under center. Looks like another halfback pass. Shiflett throwing that ball 40 yards.
Oh.
What a great effort. I tell you, Richard, for 6th grade, that's a bomb.
Yeah, Evan Shiflett throwing a nice arm. Brant Hawkins is a fast player, and he came very close to getting under that ball. It was just about a foot beyond his fingertips. But
the Broncos weren't fooled.
No, we should absolutely give credit to the Broncos for that. The Peyton Foy did a nice job on coverage.
So that brings up 3rd and relatively long.
Pretty similar situation to what we just had.
Clock's about to strike 2 minutes. That's our 2-minute warning.
That's the 2-minute warning.
Richard, 6th grade football, clock stops at 2 minutes, but it's not an official timeout.
Yeah, it really just kind of gives both sides a chance to regroup. Stop the clock. You can reconvene in the huddle.
Defense takes a knee.
Well, the Bronco defense has been on the field a long time.
They have.
Because even though the Broncos scored and in fact have the lead, their drive was about a 3-minute drive, and the Steelers have had the ball pretty much the rest of the entire first half.
Another big play, 3rd and relatively long from the wishbone. Handoff to Shiflett. Oh, he's met not far from the line of scrimmage. Big tackle, and I bet that was number 33, John McMillan.
I think that's exactly who that was. Really, really nice stick by John McMillan.
So that brings down up 4th and 4 on the Broncos side of the field. Do you go for it here, Richard?
Well, every time I've made a prediction, I've been on the wrong side. I tend to think Coach Albright is going to go for this.
Coach Albright just took a timeout to talk about it. You get 2 timeouts per half.
But this is a big decision because with a minute 27 left, if the Steelers go for it and they don't get it, the Broncos will have plenty of time to score. I think they have both of their timeouts.
They have both of their timeouts. And
their only possession of the half, which did result in 7 points, they moved down the ball very quickly.
That is correct. And in 6th grade football, under 2 minutes.
Yeah, Trent, we're going to take a quick break with the teams, and we will be right back.
Christ Health Center, which was founded a few years back by Dr. Robert Riekert, who is still leading the entire effort, is headquartered in the Woodlawn area and is focused on delivering health care and dental care assistance to those who truly need the help. To date, Christ Health Center has treated 4,785 patients and had over 10,000 medical encounters visits for health reasons. Christ Health Dental Center has also treated 1,436 patients with over 3,500 dental encounter visits. Christ Health Center has seen and been able to financially assist over 3,000 uninsured patients in medical and dental. To learn more about Christ Health Center, visit www.christhealthcenter.org or call Dr. Robert Riekert at 205-903-1850.
My name is Lyle Kane. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, and I work with the Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. It's a really unique situation to be able to take care of Mountain Brook High School, where I played sports. I've known the administration, I know a lot of the coaches, and a lot of the kids that are playing there, their parents were friends of mine growing up. The second part of my fortunate practice situation is that I'm able to cover the University of Alabama sports programs, and I can see myself spending a lot of time down there even if I didn't have to work there.
And we're back. Here's
Trent, I noticed Jake Thompson's on the sidelines for this key 4th down play, which is kind of interesting.
Hawkins under center from the wishbone.
That looked like a busted play.
Busted play, and looks like they gang tackled.
Somebody had really good penetration. That was, I think that was Wyatt Brooks. Really busted up that play.
And so the ball goes over on downs. Broncos will take over with 1:22 on the clock.
Yeah, big play. Nice defensive play by Wyatt Brooks.
So we'll see whether that decision to go for it will loom large as this game plays on. Broncos come to the line. 1st and 10. Looks like shotgun snap to Beavers. Beavers on the left end for a gain of 7.
Yeah, nice run, nice blocking out on the side around left end by the Broncos. They had kind of a stack formation out there.
So it looks like the referee gave him 6. Clock's running under a minute. They have a bunch formation to the left.
Very similar to I think we had a false start that time.
And
similar formation to what was just successful, but that's a false start penalty. So they'll see if that changes anything for Coach Garner.
That'll be a 4-yard penalty and brings up 2nd and long. 46 seconds remain on the clock.
And it looks like the Broncos Well, they're not in a tremendous hurry, so we'll see. They may be waiting to see what happens on this play.
Try to get the play right. So they're going shotgun snap again. Got trips to the left. Is that Luke Gilbert? He's found a big. He's found number 10. Luke Gilbert found a big seam on the right side.
About a 20-yard pickup by Luke Gilbert. He showed some speed on that play, too.
That stops the clock while we move the chains and brings up 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the Steelers side of the field.
You know, Coach Garner kind of did a nice job. Said the last few plays he ran that bunch formation to the left and took everything around left. That time he had that same bunch formation to the left, but Luke Gilbert gave kind of a counter left and then took it right, and there were very few people there to defend against him, resulting in about a 20-yard pickup.
It was a well called play for sure. Broncos are back in the shotgun formation. Snap goes to Beavers, this time on the left side.
Great open field block.
And cut back.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
And that is a touchdown for Jones Beavers.
A super block on the cornerback.
And some really nice open field running as well. So this brings up another important point after try.
And the Broncos are going to go for 2 to put themselves up by 9. So this is a huge play in this ball game.
I would say so. Broncos have taken a timeout.
Probably a pretty good timeout, because this is absolutely one of the critical plays of this game.
So let's take it with them.
My name is Lyle Kane. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, and I work with the Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. It's a really unique situation to be able to take care of Mountain Brook High School, where I played sports. I've known the administration, I know a lot of the coaches, and a lot of the kids that are playing there, their parents were friends of mine growing up. The second part of my fortunate practice situation is that I'm able to cover the University of Alabama sports programs, and I can see myself spending a lot of time down there even if I didn't have to work there.
Christ Health Center, which was founded a few years back by Dr. Robert Riekert, who is still leading the entire effort, is headquartered in the Woodlawn area and is focused on delivering health care and dental care assistance to those who truly need the help. To date, Christ Health Center has treated 4,785 patients and had over 10,000 medical encounters visits for health reasons. Christ Health Dental Center has also treated 1,436 patients with over 3,500 dental encounter visits. Christ Health Center has seen and been able to financially assist over 3,000 uninsured patients in medical and dental. To learn more about Christ Health Center, visit www.christhealthcenter.org or call Dr. Robert Riekert at 205-903-1850.
And we're back for the point after try. Broncos going for 2.
I don't think we've seen the Broncos throw yet this half. I wonder if this will be the time they want to pull that out.
Looks like Beavers trying to make something happen on the left. Oh, it is a pass.
He did pass, but very well defended.
Well defended. And
I think Gray Statham was the primary defender on that play. Really nice play by Gray.
So that leaves 13 for the Broncos, 6 for the Steelers. 17.4 seconds left in the second quarter. Richard, I've seen the Steelers enough to know that 17 seconds is actually plenty of time for them to score.
There's no doubt about it. You wonder if...
Looks like the Broncos may be implementing somewhat of a prevent defense.
Well, we know the Steelers have some guys who can throw the football well, and they got some guys who can catch the football.
So Coach Albright's calling in the play.
Be interesting to see here what Coach Albright dials up.
Steelers break the huddle. Hawkins under center.
Reverse pass.
Reverse pass. Looking, Shiflett's got his options. Oh,
wow, really nice.
What a great play, and looks like gets out of bounds with 8.5 seconds remaining on the clock. gain of about 15. Slow developing play, but moved the chains.
Nice, really nice pass there by Shiflett. Good catch by Brant Hawkins.
Timeout taken by the Steelers.
And you know, the defense wasn't bad on that play at all. Just a little bit better execution by the Steelers.
Looks like Brant Hawkins a little dinged up after that play, getting some attention from the trainer.
He took a pretty good shot over on the sidelines. Coach Albright calls Brant Mr. Dependable. Said he could play every position on the field, and he's like having an on-the-field coach. So, aside from his athleticism, a really heady player. It looks like he's going to be okay.
Shows some toughness there.
So we got 8.5 seconds left. Probably time for 2 more plays if they're run quickly.
And knowing Coach Albright, he's got at least 2 called. Steelers snap the ball, drop back, Shiflett back to pass, another long pass thrown. Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
Wow, what a catch by George Kane! Touchdown with no time left.
Wow.
An amazing pass and catch. Well defended by the Broncos.
Very well defended. I mean, the Bronco defenders were right there. George Kane just made an absolutely fantastic catch and took it into the end zone.
3 big catches and a great pass by Evan Shiflett. Brings us to 12-13 for 1 untimed point after try.
That was so well defended when the ball was in the air. I was thinking to myself, there's no way that's going to be complete. And credit to George Kane for doing a fantastic job.
He climbed the ladder and made the play. So the Steelers break the huddle with Thompson under center. Looks like they've got 3 in the backfield. And
kind of a counter play to Shiflett.
And he goes into the end zone. Richard, what an exciting first half. We are tied 13-13, headed to halftime.
You can't get much closer than that.
No,
that was a lot of fun, and I bet you the second half is going to be even more fun.
Even better. So we're going to break with them, and we will see you to begin the third quarter.
Christ Health Center, which was founded a few years back by Dr. Robert Riekert, who is still leading the entire effort, is headquartered in the Woodlawn area and is focused on delivering health care and dental care assistance to those who truly need the help. To date, Christ Health Center has treated 4,785 patients and had over 10,000 medical encounters visits for health reasons. Christ Health Dental Center has also treated 1,436 patients with over 3,500 dental encounter visits. Christ Health Center has seen and been able to financially assist over 3,000 uninsured patients in medical and dental. To learn more about Christ Health Center, visit www.christhealthcenter.org or call Dr. Robert Riekert at 205-903-1850.
My name is Lyle Kane. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, and I work with the Andrews Sports Medicine Orthopedic Center. It's a really unique situation to be able to take care of Mountain Brook High School, where I played sports. I've known the administration, I know a lot of the coaches, and a lot of the kids that are playing there, their parents were friends of mine growing up. The second part of my fortunate practice situation is that I'm able to cover the University of Alabama sports programs, and I can see myself spending a lot of time down there even if I didn't have to work there.
All right, 6th grade football fans, we're back. Start of the third quarter in this 13-13 ball game, what's shaping up to be an epic Super Bowl battle. The Broncos will begin 1st and 10. Looks like they're in a shotgun formation. Beavers tries his luck on the right side, gain of 3.
Nicely defended out there by Brant Hawkins and Evan Shiflett. Trent, I think this is a really important drive for the Broncos, considering kind of the heartbreaking way the first half finished. With the Steelers. I think it's really, really important for the Broncos' psyche to have a nice answer.
Absolutely. Certainly the Steelers averted disaster. Broncos 1st and 10. Looks like it's going to be McMillan up the middle for 3.5 tough yards. Brings up 3rd and less than 4.
Braun Browning in on the stop. Braun's a really good player, really good interior lineman, tough. Coach Albright says that aside from his skills at defensive line, that Braun is probably the best blocker he has on his team.
So, and certainly he's been showcasing his talents tonight. Broncos come out in a shotgun snap. Looks like Beavers running left. Bounces outside. He's got the first down and plenty more. Nice tackle by George Kane, but not until after a gain of 15 yards. However, there is a penalty on the play.
Wow, that's a tough penalty, because that was a great run by Beavers. It did a super job of making something out of not much there, but it's all for naught.
So holding on the Broncos from the point of the foul makes it 3rd and 8. You know, Richard, that's only the second penalty of the ball game, and the first on the Broncos, I believe.
Yeah, which you always like to see. You always like to see the refs have as little impact as possible on the game.
And it's a testament to 2 well-coached teams. So again, looks like Beaver on the shotgun. He steps back, defended nicely, breaks 2 tackles, breaks 3 tackles, another tackle broken. Spin move, great block, and the result of the play is a first down.
I'll tell you what, Jones Beavers, he came to play today, because that was really nicely defended by Jake Thompson on the right defensive end, but Beavers took it all the way back across the field, ended up converting on a 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9, and he got a great block late in the run.
He sure did.
To seal the first down. So that brings 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 7:40 to go in the 3rd. Counter play to the left. Edward Barr's in on that tackle. And
Edward Barr's. Edward Barrs is a really, Coach Albright said he's probably the most improved player on his team. Said he's really just consistently gotten better and better all year. Really effective defensive lineman.
He limited McMillan to a 2-yard gain on that play.
Which doesn't happen often.
No, sir. So 2nd and 6 for the Broncos. Looks like they're lined up to take it under center. Pitch to Beavers. He cuts back. Nothing on the left, so he goes right.
Takes it all the way.
Good hard run. Brings up 3rd and short.
Should say all the way back to the other side, not all the way to the end zone.
Well, that is true.
I was focused on Wyatt Brooks, even though Beavers ended up taking it to the other side. Wyatt Brooks was the pulling offensive lineman on that play and laid a really nice block around left end.
So this brings up 3rd and a short 3 for the Broncos. Looks like again they'll line up from a shotgun. Straight up the middle.
Really nice blocking on the right side of that Bronco offensive line. I think you've got Gordy Morris out there. Banks Beasley, a number of guys opened up a nice hole to convert that first down.
Yes, John Obley on the tackle. So Broncos break the huddle, 1st and 10. They've had the ball for 4.5 minutes to start this third quarter from the shotgun formation. That's Luke Gilbert on the right side. Steelers were having none of that. They strung it out and
very well defended.
play failed to gain.
Again, brought down by Wadlington and Obley.
Wadlington and Obley in on that tackle.
Really, really nice job. I was bragging about their counterparts on the right side of that offensive line and the left side of the Steeler defensive line.
They are answering the call.
Answered the call on that play.
This is a pivotal point in the game, Richard.
Well, I think this one looks like it's sure going to go down to the wire, so every possession is critical.
2nd down from the shotgun snap. Beavers runs right, looking for some room. Not a lot there, but Beavers manages to gain 4, 5 hard-fought yards.
Pretty nice play by Wadlington on that. Beavers did gain a few yards, but he certainly slowed him down.
So another big play, bringing up 3rd down on the Steelers' side of the field. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remain in the third quarter.
Well, the Broncos have converted every 3rd down on this drive so far, so we'll see if they can do it again.
Broncos break the huddle. They have 2 backs up close. Shotgun snap. Pretty good hard run by Loreno. No, I'm sorry, that was John McMillan.
He kind of made something out of nothing on that. He did not pick up the 1st down, but he came close. It looks like we got about a 4th and 1.
So 4th and 1, another big call here. The Broncos have 20 yards to go to score, so it appears they're going to go for it. One thing we hadn't seen, Richard, is a 2-part snap count.
No, you're right about that.
And Beavers
Low
pick the
pitch.
ball off the turf. Steelers have it well defended, and looks like the ball will go over on down.
That was a super defensive stop by the Steelers on an absolutely critical play.
Have a player injured on the play.
Steelers take over on down.
Can't tell who that is for right now. I think that may be Jones Beavers. Trent, I believe that's who the injured man is.
And certainly Jones has played his heart out tonight. Let's hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, hopefully he just had the wind knocked out of him or something, which can be very painful, but is not a serious injury. Trent, let's take a quick break.
My name is Lyle Kane. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, and I work with the Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. It's a really unique situation to be able to take care of Mountain Brook High School, where I played sports. I've known the administration, I know a lot of the coaches, and a lot of the kids that are playing there, their parents were friends of mine growing up. The second part of my fortunate practice situation is that I'm able to cover the University of Alabama sports programs, and I can see myself spending a lot of time down there even if I didn't have to work there.
Christ Health Center, which was founded a few years back by Dr. Robert Riekert, who is still leading the entire effort, is headquartered in the Woodlawn area and is focused on delivering health care and dental care assistance to those who truly need the help. To date, Christ Health Center has treated 4,785 patients and had over 10,000 medical encounters visits for health reasons. Christ Health Dental Center has also treated 1,436 patients with over 3,500 dental encounter visits. Christ Health Center has seen and been able to financially assist over 3,000 uninsured patients in medical and dental. To learn more about Christ Health Center, visit www.christhealthcenter.org or call Dr. Robert Riekert at 205-903-1850.
Well, Richard, it was Jones Beavers who was the player injured on the play. We sure do hate to see that.
Yeah, we certainly hope Jones is all right. You hate to see any player get injured. He is walking around, but it's but he's sort of walking away from the action, and it's hard to tell exactly what happened. But hopefully they're just going over to sit him on the bench and let him rest for a little bit. We certainly hope Jones recovers quickly and is able to come back to the game.
Because Jones is having a great game tonight.
Yeah, boy, he is. He's playing really hard.
We sure hope he's going to be okay. So this brings us back to action. On the fourth down stop, we have the Steelers take over with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, huge fourth down stop by the Steelers, but the Broncos did eat up over 7 minutes in that third quarter. So
this is like a heavyweight fight. So looks like we've got Thompson under center. Handoff to Shiflett. He makes 2 men miss.
He's got a lot of room.
He's got a lot of room. He's still on his feet, inbound.
Wow.
And looks like he will go all the way.
All the way.
And he did most of that on his own, Richard.
Yeah, I thought Trey Lemack had him over on the sidelines. He certainly did a good job of slowing him down, but not quite enough, and he takes that all the way into the end zone. Great run by Evan Shiflett.
Great run for sure. And what an answer for the Steelers, who now take the lead 19-13 with 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the third. So looks like this point after attempt, which is all important, will be for 1 point. Coach Albright sends the play in with Brant Hawkins.
Always interesting to see what Coach Albright dials up on a critical play, whether he keeps it straight or does a little razzle-dazzle, which he is prone to do sometimes.
So looks like Thompson's under center, has Shiflett directly behind him. It looks like Thompson's rolling out to pass. Throws the pass incomplete. Very well defended.
Yeah, nice. Very nice defense. That was intended for Brant Hawkins.
And then Jack Haynes there breaking it up.
Nice play by Jack.
So they got the quarterback in space. He had a run-pass option, but the pass was incomplete. So at 2 minutes, 14 seconds, the Broncos get the ball back, 1st and 10.
And Trent, the difference between a 6-point lead and a 7-point lead is monumental.
And absolutely. And certainly we've seen the Broncos play hard tonight. No reason to think that they'll fold here.
It looks like Jones Beavers is still on the sideline.
So we'll see how the adjustments that the Broncos make. Look like again they're in a bunch formation. Broncos take a timeout, and we'll take one with them.
Christ Health Center, which was founded a few years back by Dr. Robert Riekert, who is still leading the entire effort, is headquartered in the Woodlawn area and is focused on delivering health care and dental care assistance to those who truly need the help. To date, Christ Health Center has treated 4,785 patients and had over 10,000 medical encounters visits for health reasons. Christ Health Dental Center has also treated 1,436 patients with over 3,500 dental encounter visits. Christ Health Center has seen and been able to financially assist over 3,000 uninsured patients in medical and dental. To learn more about Christ Health Center, visit www.christhealthcenter.org or call Dr. Robert Riekert at 205-903-1850.
My name is Lyle Kane. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, and I work with the Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. It's a really unique situation to be able to take care of Mountain Brook High School, where I played sports. I've known the administration, I know a lot of the coaches, and a lot of the kids that are playing there, their parents were friends of mine growing up. The second part of my fortunate practice situation is that I'm able to cover the University of Alabama sports programs, and I can see myself spending a lot of time down there even if I didn't have to work there.
So we're back after the Broncos took their first time out. 1:51 remaining in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Broncos. Looks like Luke Gilbert prepares to take a shotgun snap. Gilbert off the left side breaks 2 tackles, and then he's gang tackled. Looks like Shiflett holding up Gilbert.
That was that was well defended by the Steelers. Luke Gilbert was running hard on that, and like you said, he did break 2 tackles, but unfortunately there were about 5 Steelers over there to defend. So
able to turn that into about a 2-yard gain.
Trent, I think we're going to have Luke Gilbert and John McMillan, at least from the skill position, probably carrying the load, because unfortunately it looks like Jones Beavers will not be returning to the game, which we hate to see, and certainly hope that he's going to be okay.
For sure. So Broncos line it up. Shotgun snap. That looks like that's McMillan.
That's a good hard run by John.
And he moves it to what I'd say is 3rd and 4. So 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. With the clock running, this could be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
2 for the Broncos.
Again in a shotgun formation. Snap to McMillan up the middle. He breaks 2 tackles and moves the chains for a first down.
That's a great, good, hard run by McMillan, and some really nice blocking by that Bronco offensive line.
And so that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter with your score: Steelers 19, Broncos 13. We'll be back to start the 4th.
Broncos 13, Steelers.
My name is Lyle Kane. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, and I work with the Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. It's a really unique situation to be able to take care of Mountain Brook High School, where I played sports. I've known the administration, I know a lot of the coaches, and a lot of the kids that are playing there, their parents were friends of mine growing up. The second part of my fortunate practice situation is that I'm able to cover the University of Alabama sports programs, and I can see myself spending a lot of time down there even if I didn't have to work there.
Christ Health Center, which was founded a few years back by Dr. Robert Riekert, who is still leading the entire effort, is headquartered in the Woodlawn area and is focused on delivering health care and dental care assistance to those who truly need the help. To date, Christ Health Center has treated 4,785 patients and had over 10,000 medical encounters visits for health reasons. Christ Health Dental Center has also treated 1,436 patients with over 3,500 dental encounter visits. Christ Health Center has seen and been able to financially assist over 3,000 uninsured patients in medical and dental. To learn more about Christ Health Center, visit www.christhealthcenter.org or call Dr. Robert Riekert at 205-903-1850.
Starting the 4th quarter of the 6th grade Super Bowl, 1st and 10 for the Broncos in a game that, again, Richard, seems like a heavyweight fight to me.
Yeah, it really does. And I'm trying to keep a close eye on the offensive and defensive lines, because it's been a real slugfest in there.
So shotgun snap, and the Steelers were having none of that.
I think that might have been Grady Breland.
And Nelson Crawford.
Nice play by Nelson.
Yes, Nelson for sure. Nelson's been involved in a lot of plays there on the line tonight.
Nelson's a really good blocker as well as a good defensive line player.
Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Broncos. Again with that shotgun formation. Oh, the ball's on the turf. Fumble. Who's going to recover? It looks like
the Steelers
have recovered that fumble.
That's a tough break for the Broncos.
That's a big turnover, but there's plenty of time left in this game.
There is. There's
for the Broncos to get a stop.
The Broncos need to get a stop here.
The Steelers have a full 40 yards to go. Though the clock could become a factor with tipping under 9 minutes.
Well, if the Broncos can get a stop right here, like you said, just under 9 minutes, then there is plenty of time. And the Broncos are only down 6, but they got to play some defense right here.
And the wet field conditions may well be a factor. Thompson takes the snap under center. Handoff to Shiflett. We'll be seeing a lot of that on Friday nights when Shiflett becomes a Mountain Brook Spartan.
Nice open field moves. Good tackle by John McMillan, but after Shiflett had picked up the first down.
Yes, so gain of 12 yards off the right side. Clock is approaching 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Coach Albright sends the play in from the sideline. Looks like Thompson under center in an I formation. Another handoff to Shiflett on the left side. Keeps his legs churning for a minimal gain.
That was well defended. John McMillan on that tackle, as well as I think Gordy Morris was in there, and maybe Michael Areno as well. That was good. That was good gang tackling.
Good team tackle there. So that brings up 2nd and 5 with 7:22 on the clock. Steelers break the huddle with Thompson under center. 2-back set. Handoff to Kane.
Confusion on that play.
Yes.
Well defended by the Broncos.
Broncos had some good penetration there to snuff that play for no gain.
I think Wyatt Brooks was in on that tackle.
And bringing up third and again 5.
Big play right here. Obviously, I think you're in 4-down territory, but nevertheless, big 3rd and 5.
I formation, Thompson under center, timeout for the Steelers. So while they take time to talk about it, so will we.
Christ Health Center, which was founded a few years back by Dr. Robert Riekert, who is still leading the entire effort, is headquartered in the Woodlawn area and is focused on delivering health care and dental care assistance to those who truly need the help. To date, Christ Health Center has treated 4,785 patients and had over 10,000 medical encounters visits for health reasons. Christ Health Dental Center has also treated 1,436 patients with over 3,500 dental encounter visits. Christ Health Center has seen and been able to financially assist over 3,000 uninsured patients in medical and dental. To learn more about Christ Health Center, visit www.christhealthcenter.org or call Dr. Robert Riekert at 205-903-1850.
My name is Lyle Kane. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, and I work with the Andrews Sports Medicine Orthopedic Center. It's a really unique situation to be able to take care of Mountain Brook High School, where I played sports. I've known the administration, I know a lot of the coaches, and a lot of the kids that are playing there, their parents were friends of mine growing up. The second part of my fortunate practice situation is that I'm able to cover the University of Alabama sports programs, and I can see myself spending a lot of time down there even if I didn't have to work there.
So the Steelers are still talking about this all-important 3rd down play.
And Trent, the Broncos just certainly got a boost physically as well as psychologically. Jones Beavers just came back into the game, and it looked like he was out for the day.
Boy, that is great to see.
But he's back on the field.
That's why they play the Super Bowl. Thompson under center. And there we see the 2-snap hard count by Thompson. Offsides, Broncos.
First one of the game. Good coaching by Coach Albright.
And brings up 3rd and 1 now.
Turn that 3rd and 6 into a 3rd and 1. That's why Coach Albright's in the Super Bowl.
And certainly you understand the Broncos are chomping at the bit and ready to stop the ball carrier. So that was some great coaching. Thompson brings him to the line, 2-back set. Looks like handoff to Shiflett on the right side. He makes a couple of men miss. And a good hard run results in the first down. McMillan in on the tackle.
So we got 6 minutes left. They're about on the 13-yard line.
And certainly here, if you're the Broncos, you can't give an inch.
Steelers are in no hurry to snap the ball.
Thompson under center. Shiflett runs right side, tests the waters, gains about 4.
Pretty nice play that time by Jack Haynes. He didn't make the tackle, but he slowed Shiflett up enough so that the tackle could be made.
Well defended by the Broncos.
Now bring up 2nd and 5 for the Steelers.
Ball sitting on the 10-yard line. And we're right at the 5-minute mark. 2nd and 5.
Steelers happy to just let that clock run for a while before snapping it.
Thompson prepares to take the snap. Another handoff to Shiflett. He starts at the middle, cuts right, and takes it to the end zone for another 6 points for the Steelers. That was huge.
That was a big touchdown for the Steelers.
So that brings our score to 25-13. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. What does your chart say, Richard? Do you go for 1 here? Or?
I think you go for 1 here. You're up 12. I think you go for 1, and it does look like that's what Coach Albright's going to do.
And so Steelers break the huddle. Thompson under center. I formation. Broncos are in a goal line.
He's got a man open.
Thompson makes a completed pass to Brant Hawkins for a successful successful point after attempt.
That was a good pass by Jake Thompson, and of course very sure hands by Brant Hawkins.
Well designed, well played. So we have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Steelers lead 26-13. Broncos with a chance to answer.
Well, the Broncos have showed the ability to score quickly.
This is absolutely correct.
So they are by no means out of this game. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left, down by 13. If they can pick up some quick yardage.
So they break the huddle. Looks like they've got 2 receivers split to the left side of the field. Jones Beavers on the carry. What a
nice run by Jones.
Wonderful spin move. He's still on his feet. Cuts back inside. A gang tackled by the Steelers, but not after 20-yard pickup.
Super effort by Jones Beavers on that run.
So,
who again looked like he was done for the night.
He had his pads off not 10 minutes ago. So great run. Broncos playing with a sense of urgency here. Looks like they've got shotgun snap to Luke Gilbert.
Nice move by Luke Gilbert.
He cuts back.
Doing some cutback of his own. That's a great run by Luke. Good blocking, picked up about 7 yards.
So great run. Clock is at 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Again, Broncos playing hurry up. They break the huddle, get to the line. John McMillan on the carry. Tries to find some room, breaks a tackle.
Good hard run by John.
Gets out of bounds.
Thought Thompson had him for a nice defensive end play, but McMillan kept churning his legs, busted it outside, picked up the first down, and got out of bounds.
It'll be 1st and 10, hitting the 3-minute mark. Richard, I think the Broncos have one timeout remaining.
I think that's right. You know, and you wonder if the Broncos are going to pass the ball at all this game. You wonder if this isn't maybe the time to do it.
So, snap to Beavers. He tests the right side of the field, gains 4 yards.
Beavers is right in, brought down by Hawkins.
Hawkins flying to the ball
Good
there.
open field tackle by Brian Hawkins.
So we're at 2:27. Looks like the Broncos are going to try to get another play off before the 2-minute warning. Set up in a shotgun snap. Looks like we've got a pass.
Now they're throwing the ball.
I tell you, it was a pass under duress.
Nearly picked off by George Kane, but I'll tell you, Grady Breland was open. He was open right down the middle of the field. Now it wasn't an easy pass, like you said, because he was under pressure, but he did have a man who was open for 6.
So this takes us to the 2-minute warning in what has been a great football game. The Broncos will have 3rd and 4 in order to keep this drive alive. So they've got Gilbert split out to the left. Shotgun formation. Beavers takes the snap. Runs left. Finds a hole. Oh, and a great tackle.
Heck of a play
By
Evan Shiflett.
Yes, that was great play by Shiflett.
And kept Beavers in bounds.
And so clock continues to run. Critical 4th down play here, and timeout for Coach Garner. Want to be sure you've got the right play called.
Yeah, because if you don't convert this, then the game is definitely over.
So
You convert this, and you still have a hope.
live to fight another day.
Well, I'll tell you, Trent, it's been a heck of a game. It's been a heavyweight bout.
Absolutely. So to recap, the Steelers drove the length of the field to start the game. And did they get their extra point?
They did not.
They did not. So it was 6-0. Broncos answer 7-6. Everybody can watch the DVD.
Well, I'll tell you, the most critical drive of this game probably was when the Steelers got the ball back, I think with 17 seconds left before the end of the half.
And you know, Richard,
And they scored.
Lots of teams would have just taken a knee there and taken it into halftime. But Coach Albright, who's been here before, dialed the right set of plays.
He knew 17 seconds was all he needed, and I really think that's the difference in this football game.
That was a big,
is that drive.
That was a big drive. So here we go. 4th and 4. The Broncos with 1 minute and 39 seconds left. Shotgun snap, looks like going to Beavers. He's back to pass. He throws, and the ball floats incomplete.
And the Broncos will turn that over on downs, and that will probably just about do it for the Steelers, barring something unusual.
And both of these coaches are super class acts. My guess is that we'll see a victory formation here because the Broncos cannot stop the clock. It's been a great hard-fought battle on both sides.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I think most people would think the Steelers probably came into this game as the favorite, but the Broncos, I tell you, they matched them play for play and really went toe-to-toe with them.
Every bit. And
right into
every
the fourth quarter.
Every one of the Broncos contributed today. So looks like we've got the victory formation, which should take us to the end of the game. Richard, what are your thoughts as a 6th grade football parent looking here at the Super Bowl on what has been a wonderful game?
Well, I'll tell you, my first thought being in this stadium is how much fun it's going to be next year when all of these kids are on the same team. They've been competing against each other for 4 years on different teams, and next year they're going to all be Spartans, and I think that's going to be a whole lot of fun.
That'll be wonderful to see, and what a great job that Mountain Brook Athletics does in keeping kids involved and certainly building. I would say our future is bright.
I would absolutely agree with that. Trent, a quick word while we're talking about Mountain Brook Athletics, about the refs who've done a fantastic job all season. I mean, those guys, it is a thankless position, but those guys do a super job.
Absolutely. So it looks like that the clock will run to 0. The teams are lining up to shake hands. What a wonderful Super Bowl. Your final score, the Steelers 26, Broncos 13. Let's see them shake hands.
Well, congratulations.
Everybody's a winner tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to the Broncos on a great season and a very hard-fought game. And huge congratulations to the Steelers and Coach Albright.
Yes.
They are the 6th grade Super Bowl champions and very worthy ones.
I think it'll be a season remembered by all. Well, Richard, this has been a lot of fun, and we will see you guys as 7th grade Spartans.
It's been a pleasure, Trent. Good night.